Leicester-Liverpool. Leicester, much like your first game against Manchester United, it was a good performance even though you lost. The fact that Vardy is coming back from suspension and after the international break, it should be looking good. Liverpool, we want Casillas back, but it was nice to see a couple of errors at the back like the good old days. But for you, most of the game you played well and assured. The last 2 weeks are called champion wins. Chelsea-Bournemouth. Chelsea, very lucky result with bits of class separating the both teams. The interplay before both goals was brilliant. Bournemouth, very impressed. I thought you might be 15th or maybe even struggling, but the performance and results so far suggest a much higher job, especially with King and Wilson playing so well. Man City, Newcastle. Newcastle, great job of not losing control after the early goal. So many times teams' plans goes out the window. Through a lack of composure, they concede a lot more. If not for a beautiful shot from Kyle Walker, you might have got something else out of the game. City, this wasn't your greatest performance, but Barca had a great game in goal. Also, David Silva is up and playing well in light of the De Bruyne injury. Brighton, Fulham. Mitrovic and Schürrle have hit the ground running, and they will be key to the success in your season to come. I'm glad for both of them, because both have incredible skill, but they were stalling a little bit. Brighton, Murray is awesome, hard-working, bustling striker. He nearly won you all 3 points alone. Well done on getting back into the game and getting a point from 2 goals down. Crystal Palace, Southampton. Danny Ings has now scored 2 in 4 games and he's looking lively. I really hope he can stay fit for the season for 2 reasons. Number 1, as a club you will need the goals, and number 2, for himself. He got his big move and it didn't work out for him. Hopefully he can get back on track with you. Crystal Palace. You were at home against a team who has lost 2 in a row. I get that your star player wasn't there, but that was very pedestrian. I feel for the fans. Also, I know it didn't matter in the end, but what was Hennessy doing for the second goal? West Ham, Wolves. West Ham, that's 4 games and 4 losses, but 2 of them was away to Liverpool and Arsenal. What the real issue is, the home games. You should have got more in both of them. It's lucky it's an international break. Hopefully you can reset and focus on the next 34 games to go. Wolves, congratulations. It feels like this win was coming, and I bet there's an awesome feeling around the place because 2 weeks in a row you've had positive results. Everton, Huddersfield. Everton, you're still unbeaten but have lost a bit of spark since Richarlison's suspension, and now you've got an injury to Walcott too. On a better note, Lookman looked great coming off the bench. Huddersfield, 2 draws in a row. Scoring is an issue that really needs to be addressed. Cardiff, Arsenal. Cardiff, I thought for a while there you'd get something out of the game. You fought back both times with a very dogged performance. Arsenal, the defence still isn't working. Conceding 2 goals against a team who hasn't scored a goal this season is really worrying, and it might take a long time for Emery to settle your defence. Maybe you also need a Van Dijk-like signing. On the plus side, your attack still looks very strong, maybe even stronger than last year's. Burnley, Manchester United. 2 teams that are seemingly in the pit. Burnley, now you're out the Europa League, at least you can focus on the Premiership. I wonder if last year's season was such a high that you're a bit of a come down at the start of this season. Manchester United, with a win that you really needed, especially after Monday's antics. You need to get out of the headlines, and the international break may give you this opportunity. With the rate your manager's acting and fans buying planes, you're starting to become a little bit of a joke team. Watford, Tottenham. I was really excited for this game beforehand and it didn't disappoint. It was weird, close and interesting the first half, and the second half it really came into life. Tottenham, you'll be disappointed not to carry on from that great Manchester United result on Monday, but maybe your eye was a bit off the ball. Watford, 4 wins in 4, and you beat a team that you haven't beat since 1987. I hope the momentum carries over the international break. And on that note, I want to say, come on the boys, and let's grow on from this summer.